Let's now shift our focus to the other big story that we're tracking today, which is, of course, the fact that the government of India has asked all states to declare the mucormycosis or the black fungus as an epidemic. Now, why is this rare but potentially fatal infection more rampant here in India? And why should we really be concerned about it? Also, should we concern ourselves with the shortage of amphotericin, which is the injection that is used to treat it? Joining us to answer all these important questions on the black fungus, we have Dr. Arvinder Singh Soin, the chairman of Medanta Liver Transplant Institute. Thanks so much, Dr. Soin, for sparing your time. I want to begin by asking you, black fungus, why? I mean, there's been a lot that's been said about it. We've, had you on several shows explaining what it is, but break it down for us. India has declared this an epidemic, but it hasn't happened anywhere else in the world.
First of all, Rishika, mucor has been detected everywhere in the world, but not quite in the same numbers that we've seen in India. So it's not just an Indian black fungus. Secondly, this is an opportunistic infection, which means that it happens to people with low immunity, which has been seen for at least the last 50 years in other circumstances. Now, because of the COVID surge, and also the understanding that steroids can be life-saving in some situations, and this understanding has come through in the middle of the first wave last year, that's the reason that more and more steroids have been used. Also, the surge this time, the second wave, has been 4 times compared to last year. So the actual number of patients is much more. There are more severe cases this time proportionately compared to last year. And as you know, diabetes is very prevalent in India. India is probably the diabetes capital of the world. So because of all these factors, more steroids, more numbers, more severe disease, more diabetes, we are seeing more black fungus.
Right. But why are the cases disproportionately higher in India than anywhere else in the world? These cases have been detected elsewhere in the world. They are rare. They have the potential to be fatal. But it has been declared an epidemic here in India, which has not happened anywhere else. And there are now people who are suggesting that this could be due to a supply of industrial oxygen or oxygen therapy gone wrong. Would you agree with that assessment?
I think administration of oxygen therapy under non or unhygienic conditions is a factor, but not a major one.
Okay.
So my submission is that uncontrolled diabetes and overuse of steroids are the 2 main factors. In addition, if the orodental hygiene is poor, or if the oxygen therapy is given under unhygienic conditions, for example, the masks are reused or not washed, the tubes are dirty, if you secure oxygen in cylinders from uncertified sources, or if the water that's used for humidification is dirty. So that also creates a nidus for infection. That means it creates an ideal medium for this fungus to grow.
Right.
Because this fungus is present everywhere. It's on the ground, the soil, in the air, the fungal spores, which are ubiquitous. But they infect the human body only when the immunity of the humans is down.
Okay. Two quick questions, Dr. Soin. One, of course, is, we know that this is found in patients who've used or abused, misused steroids, especially in those who've suffered from severe COVID. Can they potentially pass on mucormycosis to a healthy individual who's not suffering from COVID?
No, this is not contagious.
Okay.
This will only be found in people who have uncontrolled diabetes or have been using steroids, large doses.
Shortage of the injection to combat COVID, how concerned should we be? Are there alternatives to this injection?
Before I go on to that, Shika, let me think in perspective. So first of all, if it's spotted early, black fungus is treatable. It is also preventable. So ever since you all in the media and all of us doctors have actually started alerting people to the perils of uncontrolled diabetes and overuse of steroids, the actual abuse of steroids has come down. So I think we are preventing black fungus in the last 2 weeks much better than we did before. So it's preventable. The mild and moderate stages, the early stages, which affects 80% to 90% of the cases, is also treatable. Now, how do you treat it? First of all, you have to detect it early, and for that, you have to tell the patients who are likely to get it, which are typically patients 3 to 6 weeks after recovery from COVID,
Okay.
gone home, who've had lots of steroids, who have pre-existing diabetes or high sugars that came in just during COVID, but basically high blood sugar.
Okay.
They have to watch out for swelling and pain around the face.
Yes.
It first affects the nose or the mouth, and then it goes to the eyes and then the brain in rare cases. So you have to look for swelling around the nose, swelling around the eyes, crustiness from the nose, bloody discharge, brown
Right.
discharge, some black crust on the palate or the torso, and these are the early symptoms.
Okay.
Goes to the eyes, then you can have blurring vision, you can have redness in the eye, you can have painful closing of the eye,
Right.
inability to close the eye or open it, and some pain around it and down.
Okay.
So once you detect it, you consult your eye doctor immediately. And then if you're given amphotericin B, 95% of the time you will recover. I mean, there were reports this morning which said that 7,000 in India have been, as you know, about 150 died. That's the So obviously not that fatal.
Right.
And if detected early, it can almost always be treated. So let there not be panic
Okay.
around this.
But early detection really is the key in this case. So that's important. We're going to slip into a very short break at this moment. Dr. Arvinder Soin will continue to be live with us on the other side. You can call us on that number flashing on your screens and he'll answer all your questions on the coronavirus on the other side of a short break. Stay with us. Back, we have our first caller, Mr. Tarvinder Singh, dialing in from Delhi. Go ahead, Mr. Singh, ask your question.
Hi, doctor. My age is 66 years. I am diabetic for the last 15 years, take on oral medication. Had allergic reaction to Novaquin some 40 years ago. Taking Ecosporin 75 for the last 15 years. Can I take the vaccination and which one if yes?
Dr. Soin?
Yes, you can definitely take the vaccine. Both Covishield and Covaxin are good. Whichever you can get, it's perfectly okay for you to take.
And none of these allergies are any contraindications, doctor?
No, the allergies are not contraindications.
All right. Our next caller, Sriram, is dialing in from Hyderabad. Go ahead.
Hello.
Yes, go ahead, sir.
Yeah, my name is Sriram. I'm speaking from Hyderabad.
Yes, go ahead.
Hello.
Ask your question. Ask your question.
Yeah, I want to know about the black fungus, which is said that it is coming from diabetes and sugar. Also, there was a chat which was going on right with this doctor. He says that it comes from the manuring. I also do little agriculture work, like manuring, kitchen waste, fungus, all those things.
Right.
Is it safe to work there or no?
Dr. Soin?
My age is 60.
Okay.
I'm
Dr.
hale and healthy. I have no issue at all.
All right.
Is it right to work in this field, agriculture field, with the manuring, cow dungs and other things?
Dr. Soin, is it safe for people working in the agricultural sector or those dealing with soil, for instance, or kitchen manure or waste? Is it safe at this time? What precautions should they take?
Yes, I think what you're doing is absolutely safe to continue to do. However, if, God forbid, you were to get COVID, you have to make sure that you control your diabetes well. And in that situation, for those few weeks, maybe 3-4 weeks, you should not be doing this work.
Right. So if you have diabetes...
Otherwise, it's absolutely okay to carry on.
Right. Very interesting. So you're saying if you have diabetes and you have COVID, God forbid, then you shouldn't be doing any work with soil or gardening or dealing with manure. Right, Dr. Soin?
That's correct.
Right.
Just for those 3-4 weeks,
Okay.
until the COVID infection is there.
All right. Our last caller, Kumar, is dialing in from Bangalore. Go ahead.
Hello, doctor. I have a question for you. It was reported in the public domain today that 4 or 5 youngsters have contracted this black fungus, even though they had a very mild coronavirus and they were only on home quarantine. They were not even, admitted to hospitals. Now, they are not diabetic. They don't have any heart symptoms. But how then that they have got this black fungus now?
Right.
They have not used any steroids, nothing whatsoever.
Okay. Dr. Soin, that's interesting.
So I don't know the details of the cases you're talking about, but it is very likely that they had oxygen therapy at home. They may have had inhalational steroids, which is Budecort by nebulizer, prescribed by their doctors. And if so, then it is possible that, coupled with maybe poor orodental hygiene and oxygen therapy taken in unhygienic condition, that's the reason they got.
Right. Very interesting. So you're saying that, the hygiene of the oxygen mask or therapy that's administered is also equally important, as
yes.
of course is, the use of steroids that should be under strict medical supervision. Thanks so much, Dr. Soin.